Hey, thanks for taking a moment or two to check out our website and see if CrossWalk's a good fit for you. My name is Pete Shaw. I'm the pastor here. I've been here since 1999, and it's been quite a ride. I'll get more to that in a few minutes. First thing you need to know about CrossWalk is we're kind of a dirty church. We take that community part of our church's name real serious. So just about any day of the week, in fact, every day of the week, you're going to see this campus very much alive with a lot of activity. That's because we really think that our building and our campus and everything about who we are should be to help this community be better and more healthy and stronger. So lots and lots of support groups meet here throughout the week. Our gym is used for a couple schools to help them out. We have a preschool on our campus to help families out and make that happen. And our own ministries, food ministries in particular, keep things humming around here. So any day of the week, stop on by and something's going on. So hope you can make it. The other thing I want you to know is that even though I might be who you're looking at right now, CrossWalk is not me, and I'm not CrossWalk. CrossWalk is a collective of people trying to figure out who God is, how to follow God, and we're all trying to do it by following in the footsteps of Jesus. But we are many people doing many different ministries around here. But with that said, I am the pastor, and so I carry a little bit of influence around here, as you might guess. My journey's been pretty interesting, at least I think. I grew up in a household that went to church almost every week, and when I was, I think, 10 years old, I got baptized in the church I went to, and it meant a lot to me. I mean, I was 10 years old, but I took it real serious, and it meant a lot. Then in high school, I had a real profound experience of God breaking into my life, and it really surprised me and blew my mind. And so I kind of committed to following God in a little bit deeper way. And then I kind of blew it for a few years and even toyed with agnosticism a little bit, wondering if there was anybody out there, kind of a thing. And made some choices that caught up with me and, well, basically got my butt kicked by life. And maybe you've been there too. But when my butt was finally kicked bad enough, that kept me wondering even more. You know, God, are you out there? And through an interesting exchange of events, really came into a very adult level of relationship with God. That fired me up. And actually, I haven't really been off that a whole lot since that time when I was just 20 years old. After that point, though, my journey with God just kind of went on a very interesting growth curve, and it's still going. When I came out here in late 1999, the church had really come off some tough seasons. And it was in kind of tough shape. The people here were wonderful, but the average age was 70. And they knew that something needed to change, and I was 29 at the time, and they took a big risk on me to come and see if something could happen here. And so I came out with my young family, my wife, and my kids were just babies at the time, my son and my daughter. And so we started going after it. And I did everything that I thought I knew to do, that I learned in the Midwest to do, and it just didn't work here in Napa. And I kicked my butt all over again, but in kind of a different way. And there was a point at which I was ready to pack it all in and drive a truck or do whatever. No offense to truck drivers. But I was going to do anything other than be a pastor. But before I cashed it all in, I decided I'd better find out what exactly I was walking away from. So I'd been working on my doctoral degree, and I decided my final push on my doctorate, my thesis, was going to be trying to figure out what this thing is essentially about. So I finished my doctoral work, and it lit me up. And you know what lit me up? Is I found out that this whole faith thing that we're about is a whole lot deeper and more beautiful than it's often portrayed in a lot of churches and in the media. I went from feeling like a used car salesman, no offense to used car salesmen, but I felt like I was trying to sell people salvation or something, almost like a door-to-door, hey, you want to go to heaven kind of a thing. And it just felt cheap, and it felt shallow, and it just, I don't know, it just felt too transactional or something. And what I found out was that this thing that Jesus was actually about, if you really dig in and do your research, man, it was all-encompassing. This heaven piece is just a part of it, and that's cool, you know, but really it's about experiencing God here and now, becoming more whole, and our relationships and our community and the whole thing, and not just for ourselves, I mean, not just for inner peace, but to change the world. And so that lit me up, and I'm still pretty lit up about it. So if you're looking for a journey to a safe place to ask questions that maybe haven't felt comfortable asking anywhere else, this is a good place, because I ask a lot of questions. And sometimes those questions lead us in places that make us very uncomfortable. But I'm cool with that, because I think God's big enough for that. And so if you want to get dirty with us and dig in and try to find out what's going on and give a little rootedness to your spirituality, I think we'll help you do that. We're all about trying to figure out who Jesus is and follow him well, and I think we're doing an okay job with it. So come on down, your kids will love it too, and we'll do the best we can to treat you well. Hope we see you this Sunday. Thanks for checking us out.